Ah yes, we are back for the third and final part of this 2-day adventure in Vattern, the freshwater lake of Sweden. But we're back at Örninge diving site, and we are actually a bunch more people now. We are actually 5 divers in the water during this dive, so my dive buddies are now leading this dive, and I am in a 3-piece group. We had actually one dive the first day where a couple from another diving club in Uppsala Dykarskola, that joined us for a dive here in Örninge, but we went in a different routing. But anyway, we thought that the visibility was so good that we decided to try it again, and by chance they decided to join us again. So yeah, this was a little bit of a better experience, but unfortunately one of them had taken ill, so there were only one from that couple, that pair, that dove with us. And another 2 divers from Uppsala Dyklubb Tumlaren had gone with us. They had done some training in Stockholm the previous week, so they decided to join us for this dive in Vattern in Örninge. So the more the merrier. And for you a little bit more gear interested people out there, the system that I decided to use for my imaging during this dive was a iClight ultra compact housing for a Canon PowerShot S95 pocket camera, and I have that with an external strobe, which is the iClight DS51 sub-strobe, and a no-name brand dive light that was attached via some arms on the iClight Ultra Compact housing. I also, as you can see, filmed this with the Insta360 X3, but I did so that I had it on a arm extended in front of me, so it would be unobtrusive. During this dive, we actually found another ravine that we decided to go down one by one. And yeah, it is a little bit of a tight squeeze, nothing compared to cave diving or anything. But all in all, for someone who is a CMAS 1-star diver with a dry suit certificate, this was still a fairly cool experience. The diver in front here with the yellow tank and the white mask is actually a marine biologist in the club and had just finished a week-long training course in Stockholm for a full face mask setup. So they are always on the hunt for interesting marine life. Unfortunately for me, during this dive, the iClight housing had a little bit of moisture in it. I don't think it leaked at all, but the little bit of moisture in it made the front lens port fog up a bit, which meant that I didn't get that many great shots during this dive, and the shots that were actually quite good, where you can identify each diver in the group. I would like to respect their privacy. for the rest of my dive gear, since I know there are a lot of people out there that are interested in that sort of thing, is that for my regs I am using Poseidon Jetstream regulators, both say first stage and second stages, and also a Poseidon SPG with a analog depth meter. I think it just looks a bit semi-vintage and cool. For my BC, I am using a backplate and wing, and it's from X-Deep, the Zeos. I'm one of those that say, why didn't I choose this sooner? But that's my opinion at least. When it comes to gloves, hoods and mask, I am using the Aeropec for gloves, hood and mask. Fins are a classic, it's the Scuba Pro Jet Fins. And for the dry suit I am using an Ursuit Red Q. And as fate would have it, we're actually two in this group that are using the same type of dry suit, the Ursuit Red Q. So I believe that X-Deep is a Polish company, and the majority of the rest of the gear is either Finnish, Swedish, or in the case of my dive computer I used during this dive, which was the Mares Quad CI, which is made in Italy. In my opinion, I'm very comfortable and really good in the gear configuration I have at the moment. Here comes a little bit of a noob moment on my part. As you can see, the inflator hose to my BC, yeah, there it went. I hooked it around the exhaust port of my Poseidon Jetstream, but I noticed it quite a bit, and okay, here, get off. There you go. Good, but you see the loop is still there, but I managed to sort that out a little bit later in the dive, but I actually managed to snag it on there a few 2-3 times before I managed to clear up why I always snagged the exhaust port on the Jetstream when I looked to my left. And here you can see beside me we are the two divers with the Ursuit Red Q dry suits. So why did I go for that suit? Well, if I've seen a lot of the rescue services here in Sweden and around Scandinavia, it is basically the suit of choice for many rescue services like the fire department and so on. So if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. When I bought this suit, I bought it like the most of my stuff on Tradera, Swedish version of eBay, and it was basically classified as a wreck when I got it. It had the dry zip changed and also had some new seals put on it, and now it actually works pretty great. The only piece of, or rather the only part of my body that I still get wet on is by the exhaust port, so I think that's just a bit of a cleaning of the exhaust port valve, because I've had the suit pressure tested and so on, and there is no sign of leakage from the suit around the outflow valve. And as with all dives, to follow proper dive etiquette, we do a safety stop of 3 minutes for 5 meters. But we noticed that all of us had adequate gas with us, so we could do a little bit more exploration around 5 meters of depth, which meant that we would exhale a bit more nitrogen at a safety stop depth, which is always a plus in my opinion. And after some more exploring, we're following the line up into the bay. And now just the most awkward part of the dive is remaining, and that is to be able to get out of the water without us tripping over or anything like so on the slippery algae covered rocks. But yeah, I think this is mostly for me for this 3-part series of this dive trip to Vattern, a freshwater lake in Sweden for every type of diver. Yes, there might be more exotic locations, but if you're ever in Sweden, if you're ever a diver, this would actually be a really good destination for someone who would try to dive in one of the world's largest freshwater lakes. So I think that this is all for me for now, and I will leave you with the awkwardness of getting out of the water. So take care from now on, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.